my shit.
Next time I'll punch your face in.
Throw it, kid.
Cause all you ass rappers, I'ma put your shit.
Hey, watch it, ugly.
You after something?
on the show again. Next call. Hello.
Yeah, one that blooms every 12 years. Is it smells like hell? I want on my ex-wife's lawn.
It's Morphophallus titanium. God, I love to say that. Amorphophallus titanium. The sound of it gives me a redwood in my... If I come back, I want to be called that. Morphophallus titanium, the rare botanical... See his 8-foot protrusion. Pollinates on everyone.
But why does it stink?
It's about marking your territory. You don't mark your territory. You should try it. Pee on the front of your office. Just see if anybody's coming near you.
Okay, I would try that. Thank you so much for this.
Oh, I'm here to help, Sailor.
With Maurice, only on CTR.
Don't you push him.
Really important fat men talking about don't really understand, played by people. And most importantly, sports. Here he comes. He's shadows. This first TV, they'll be able to see us. Wow, isn't that amazing? He did what he was paid. We love sports more than you. Love it or loathe it, let's talk it. Stay in the tight and let's go to the vote.
Yeah, the wall. My name's Jason, and I'm a fan. First-time caller. I don't vote. I can't be bothered. But I'll kick your ass if you disrespect the team.
Okay, the Wolves. That's team playing sports. Scared.
Yeah, the Wolves. Sleeping with who on the team?
Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, let's take another call. Who's on the phone? Hello. You're on with the tight end of radio.
Hey, I'm a fan. Always have been since day one. Been to every one.
I do. I love the games, especially luge. So, icy tunnel and high speed makes sense.
Yeah, I know about frigid action. I mean, they gotta be kidding me. Since when is running a sport? Running ain't a sport. Me puke. Anyway, my ex-wife, I ran my ass off in the red into town.
I tell you, when I was a kid, there were only 3 sports that mattered: football, baseball, and killing communists. And I had it really great, even if my uncle did come into my room that lit. Anyway, look, who's on the line? Got a Caledonians fan on the line. Tough time. Hey, your whole life revolving around replaying poorly.
Man, I totally identify with shallow heroes who I don't know personally. God, I love the big pituitary gland. I love the Callies, man, but you know, here I'm telling you, they're going to need to score some points and get some yardage and win the game.
Yeah, don't win. Men will be beating their wives with reason. Hey, they got playing to win, trying to sort some on the other team. I had a wife so she could beat me.
Here's the thing, man. If you want to be number one, you go for first place.
I know. You know, it's great stating the obvious, but you get paid for it, things get complicated.
Man, I was at their training camp, and the mood in the room, dude. Guys, changed. I mean, they were really getting prepared. Shoes on, feet, shirts were going on, the shirt part of their body, faces on them, and you could tell that they were going to play this game.
But if they don't score more points, then they can't win.
Yeah, God, you have some spooky in sports, dude. I love your show, man. Love you.
Yeah, look, great talking to you. Excuse me. Hey, that's really perceptive stuff. You know, we've been petitioning stadiums to install a trough in front of each row of seats.
That is such a great song. So much better than cartoons. I hate cartoons. They're so stupid, cheery. Life is not cheery. Sage on Radio X. Just say it. Say it. Sage. How did it make you feel? Sage. Bringing rock and roll, and trust me, I know where it's headed.
Has been the tide.
And this is WTR, proving that radio is better than TV. That's the show men would love.
Opinions are free, which is why we're here. It's news and talk that our sponsors agree on. WCTR.
The day of liberation is here. Throughout history, the biggest and strongest survive. Being big means you're successful. Women love big men. And as a success man, you need to feel comfortable with sitting down to eat. Clothes for the bigger man. Don't be bound by society, bogus medicine, and the media with their unhealthy focus on being skinny. Don't be constrained, trying to squeeze into a triple X. Bored of feeling like a man in a sausage skin in your size jeans? Bored of being uncomfortable? Kilimanjaro, the clothes shop for enlist men. We're fighting to end hunger. Yours.
Zone! It's time for something really important. Fat men talking about things they don't really understand by people they don't know. I'm your host, Derek Thackeray. What a crazy year it's been. Let's recap. Drug scandals involving pre-soccer moms. And the national finals, rich and popular people are fighting it out. The country is in And most importantly, sportswear. We talked to a fitness expert about the crucial role of endorsed clothing. And who could forget we visit the greatest moments. Here he comes. He's in the shadows. There he is. Is he going to make it? Yes, he did. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have just witnessed is the biggest moment in world history. Who cares about a Declaration of Independence or discovery of penicillin? You have just seen one man score a point. When the rest of the world covers TV, they'll be able to see this. Wow, isn't that amazing? He did what he was paid to do. We love sports more than you love it or loathe it. Let's talk about it. Stay in a tight. Let's go to the phones.
Yeah, the Wolves! Hey, Derek, my name's Jason. I'm a Wolves fan. First-time caller. I don't vote, I can't be bothered. But I will kick your ass if you disrespect my sports team.
Okay. Wolves, that's team playing sports. Cared.
Yeah, the Wolves! I don't care who's who on the team.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Okay. Hey, let's take another call. Who's on the phone? Hello, caller. With the tight end of radio.
Hey, I'm a big Olympics fan. Always have been, since day one. Been to every one.
Me too. I love the game, especially the luge. I'm married, so slow down an icy tunnel of doom.
Excuse me.
Drunk. Oh, that was. Anyway, look, who's on the line? We got a Caledonians fan on the line. Tough times, huh? Hey, her whole life revolving around rich making poorly.
Man, I totally identify with shallow heroes who I don't know personally. I love a dude with a big pituitary. I love the Callies, man. No, this year, I'm telling you, to score some points, some yardage, and win the game.
Yeah, if they don't win, men will be wives with good reason. Hey, they gotta start playing to win, trying to score some on the other team. I wish I had a wife so she could beat me.
Here's what I say, man. If you be number one, you gotta go for first place.
I know. Hey, you know, it's great stating the obvious, but once you get paid for it, things really complicated.
Man, I was at their training camp this spring. Mood in the locker room, dude. Guys were getting changed, man. I mean, they were really getting prepared. Shoes were going on feet, shirts were going on the part of their body. Serious was on them, and you could tell that they were gonna play this game.
Bottom line, if they don't score more points than the other team, they can't win.
Man, God, you have some spooky insights into sport, dude. I love your show, man. I love you.
Yeah, great talking. Excuse me. Hey, that's really perceptive stuff. You know, even petitioning stadiums to install a urinal trough in front of each row of seats. Now, it's so inconvenient having to leave your seat, make everyone stand up, you know, to let you by, then stand in line for the bathroom. I mean, half the time we can barely walk anyway, all right? So we'll be handing out petitions that say something to the team. Don't leave the game pee at your seat. Going to the phones.
I'm a big fight fan. Love a bit of a punch-up. Since my and children got taken into a shelter, my friend says, Chuck, you love hitting things. So I've gotten into boxing. How about that fight between Gonzalez and Jen?
Well, there's boxing I always remember. You know, one man wins, the other goes home. Loser! Because in boxing, like most sports, gravity works downwards.
You gotta be shitting me.
Hey, Derek Thackeray, don't shit on no one. But I do like to piss on a seat, and seat too. Not really on it. Stay out of the way.
Tell me, the fight game, that ain't really it.
Of course not. Hey, how did anything professional be fake? Hey, there's too much money at stake for one thing. I mean, these guys have too much to lose. I mean, why is a guy gonna take a dive for a few extra when he could earn that over a number of years getting his brain to pulp? Be serious for a minute. The clock is counting down again. It's time for Derek to head to the locker room and celebrate in the shower. We'll see you next time. Bring a cooler full of beers and get ready to riot. This has been the Tight End Zone. Hut, hut, hut.
And this is WCTR, proving that radio is better than TV. That's the show men with large love.
At home, at work, or in rehab, listen to WCTR.
Up next, it's Area 53. Marvin Trill, broadcast live from his trailer in the desert.
A new planet found in Sydney. Really a planet or a decoy put up to confuse us? Ghosts, time travel, and the toilet. Which way? Newton's toilet spiral. And finally, are women made for sand? We explore deep and get to the truth. I'm Marvin Trill. This is Area 53. Yep. You're on the line.
I'm a truck driver and listen to your show all the time. I see a lot of unexplained phenomena out there, especially in restaurants. I agree with you about the moon. We never landed on the moon. It's such a good fake.
Remember, the Russians, our arch enemy still, I might add, them and the Australians and some species of dog, they beat us into space.
The only thing the Russians are shooting at are hot dogs and monkeys. Kind of a Noah's Ark fast food kind of vibe. Hey, my dead aunt could be a better space station than them.
Intriguing. I'd like to... On the conspiracy line, caller, you're in Area 53.
Do not use fluoride. It's evil. It made me kill my doctor.
Why would we worry about a chemical that the government puts into the water? Animals can now be trained to fly, including several species of bird. Think about the military applications. Caller.
Hi, my name's Emmanuel. I'm really worried about hackers sending a nuclear bomb at me, you know, through the phones. Do you think they could pinpoint my location?
Look, it's good for the economy to live in constant fear. I mean, the phone company, they have your name on the bill. They know your number. How do you feel about that?
I knew it.
Julie from Liberty City, you're on the...
A cowboy ghost is in my house.
I want you to take off your blouse. Swing the window, stand there for each night. Lure him in. Trapping rogue spirits is dangerous work, especially tough. Take lots of photographs. Who's got a theory for me next?
Hey man, love the show. When are you guys gonna start seeing the bigger picture? We're being lied to, man. And guys like you don't help much, you know? You're virtually one of them. Soon you know what I'm talking about.
If people could attempt to make sense, that's all I'm asking. Last night, as I was laying in my pod meditating, and it occurred to me, why are you even listening to me? To all electrical devices, including your radio. Hector and San Garcia, why are you still listening?
Because I was going to explain the noises.
What noises?
God, not you.
Now think about this. Think, seriously, think. Can it be false? We'll see you next time in Area 53. Be careful out there, wherever you are.
That was Area 53. We're sorry.
All the news the government wants you to hear. WCTR.
This weekend on Weasel.
Wait, look at the size of that thing, ladies and gentlemen.
There's the real world. And then there's ours.
My Thunder Beast is out of the ring, and he stabs Dr. Elbow with his Cyclops serpent. That's a triple round hell Joseph grapple smash. Don't see that very often.
Little clap.
You can't run, Hammerfest! Stick your head between my legs and pile drive you up and down repeatedly. You look kind of win.
It's entirely sports action. Grown men fighting in leotards with their bare hands and thighs. This is manly, not erotic. See as Thunder Beast fights the primordial force of Brontosaurus Rex, the wrestling caveman that drags his woman around ring by her hair. The wrestling match that the world has been waiting for. And watch the group wrestling match that has some saying we've gone too far. 6 men, 1 ring, no way out but down. Watch the epic battle and wonder at all human cohorts Sunday night on Weasel TV.
If you love to hear liberals whine and conservatives lecture, then stay tuned for I Say You Say.
Picture of America, threatened again. This time we mean it. I'm Dr.
I'm also Dr. Phillips. Today on the show,
for the beaker?
That's all today on I Say, You Say. We share last names, but that's about it. I'm Peyton, that's my name, and this is I Say, You Say, where left is right and right is wrong.
Or where East meets West, and the West always wins. That will came down, darling.
Yes, unfortunately we did. I don't know if you saw today's news. Who is in the right in this great electrical disaster? Is it, I think, a case of Cher and Cher-like, a beautiful man and all wear matching jumpsuits while working on the farm growing potatoes? Or kill or be killed, crush the weak and starve the poor, as my wonderful wife thinks. You decide. Oh, let us decide for you. Give us a call and let my wife, a professor in social Darwinism, or me, a lecturer in pointless anthropology, work things out.
That's the problem with liberals. They don't know when to shut up and enjoy freedom. Let's go to the phones.
Yeah. Here's the deal. I'm really funny, but nobody wants to hire somebody funny. I mean, how is that fair? I mean, I'm white, middle class, very erudite, whatever that means, but people just respond. I don't understand it.
Are you related to my husband?
I think so.
I hope not. Have you got a question about politics?
Yeah, sure. I know a lot about politics. Hey, can I do your job? You know, I used to be on the radio back in the day.
My husband can't do his job, you strange, pathetic little sap. Let's have a caller, please.
Hi, my name's Michelle. I'm a first-time caller to the show. I wanted to know what you guys thought about the proposition to ban smoking.
Well, this is a simple issue. Smoking. Democracy at work again in our state. Seems like a good thing when you first look at it, but democracy only works when you agree with it. Then it's best to favor a totalitarian state. I'm not sure about this one.
I think smoking is an invasion of my body, and I've always wanted to shoot people. I'm right behind the proposition.
Me too. Thanks, Michelle.
I also wanted to say hi to my stepbrother Phil, who's undergoing a hair transplant today. Hey Phil, if you're listening, I hope it sticks this time. I won't tell anyone you've got plugs, honey. I'm really proud of you.
That's great, honey. But if you want shout-outs, call the rep station.
That's offensive. I'm really offended by what you're saying. I'm a smoker. This used to be a free country.
One.
Ha! Good point, Dolly. Gotcha. Yes, good point. But remember, our founding fathers grew tobacco. It relaxed them, being stressful stints of genocide, witch burning, and we're so against raising taxes. Smokers pay more taxes than anyone. My grandfather smoked life, and he lived until he was 32. So what I'm saying, why can't we encourage more smoking and use the money to pay for better health care and cultural programs, bringing expressive dance and worship back to the inner cities?
Worrying about the inner city has ruined your academic career, and this woolly think will ruin your chances of getting anywhere tonight.
Promise?
The thing is good because it lets people make a living, but so is selectively population. So what I'm proposing is a change in the proposition. Let people smoke, but make cigarettes much cheaper and force everyone to smoke. That way we get the weak, make a lot of money in tax, and keep our national heritage intact.
Line 2, you're on I Say, You Say.
Hi. Listen every time to your show. Made me think about the world in a whole new way. I moved out of the city because it sucked. Now I live in a compound surrounded by barbed wire and shoot and kill anyone I recognize on my land. Listen, thank you. That's some quality broadcast.
Yeah, thanks. That made me feel a lot better about myself. Have you got a question?
Yeah, I got 15 illegal immigrants in my yard. I killed them all myself with my bare hands. Can I get a tax break for all this unpaid?
Question. I would certainly hope. Ask your accountant if you could register them as dependents. Then hide most of your net offshore in a complex money laundering trade. Then you can pay virtually no taxes and complain about how awful the whole country is, knowing you're doing as little as possible to help.
Cool, thanks. That's good advice.
It's a great opportunity for some profit-centric thinking.
A wonderful opportunity for recycling and organization.
Oh, God, give me strength. I married a fool.
Married a fool.
You know, when we first met, Peyton, I thought you were so glamorous with your long hair, big ideas. You were studying for a PhD in cultural ceramic history or cross-cultural underwear or something. And I was very young, very foolish. Now I see you for what you are.
And what's that exactly?
An intellectual cesspit, a middle-class disaster, a guilt trip wrapped in neurosis, completely unable to function in this society. No wonder I've begun to slip.
And on that note, we have to go visit our marriage therapist. She's a conniving bitch and won't write more prescriptions for... Remember, when the left wing and the right wing come together, the country can really get going.
Off a cliff. We'll see you next time.
Boy, I can't imagine what those guys are like in the bedroom, but I'm sure it's a bit like the Bigs. That was I Say You Say. Next up on WCTR, the news. Try to get it depressing.
This is Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Foreigners are coming. Who are they, and why should we care? The FDA warns shampoo is killing your unborn child. Plus, protests continue outside the Zebra Bar Candy Company. Now for traffic and transit with Richard Burns.
That's right, Leanne. I'm Richard Burns. The aftermath of the devastating earthquake continues. Travel is still severely statewide. Officials say there are still no reported casualties, which is unfortunate as it makes for incredibly burning news. The federal government is aid to help rebuild bridges, and everyone is blaming each other. The government threatening to bomb Australia, despite scientific proof it wasn't their fault. Richard Burns, WCTR.
Police say gang is on the rise again, especially in Los Santos. Sources believe it is linked to the rising drugs trade, while others blame the vicious pigs. Also in gang news, customs officials report a huge influx of Russian mobsters and cheap weapons since the fall of the wall. The governor's office said everything is okay. In Vinewood news, rapper Mad Dog was celebrating the launch of his new clothing line. Richard caught up with him.
The thing about Mad Dog is you think about becoming a superstar. I mean, you know, I've done everything I could do in the rap game. Oh, shit, hands down. Nobody can handle me, you know? Like, yeah, no shit. I say shit. Oh, hey, man, it's cool. That's cool. Okay, no shit. I got clothes. I got labels. Coming out, you know what I'm saying? Doing drinks. I got shoes, tires, rims. Thinking, you know, next stage is being a full-on superstar, you know? Get to wear a tight suit and nail a lot of tail, you dig, you know? Real life. Gotta get me a Trico right now, 'cause I'm thirsty, you know?
Troubled man sounds like he should lay off the sauce. Also today, a Tourette's banned from the park, unless they take up mine. And finally, in foreign news, a suspected USA was caught in Panama selling weaponry to right-wing guerrillas, advising against foreign travel. This was Leanne J. WCTR News. Let's be careful out there.
The real-life fictional drama in lives behind the law in the shows making America cry.
These IF-75s are a mess, and we're already 3 months late with the UCC addendum after we lost the 8th Circuit paperwork the first time around. Jeez, I really need to whack off.
Law. They play hard, and they work hard. Really hard. Catch it Thursdays on Weasel before it catches you.
It's a favorite show with serial killers and stalkers. Lonely is next.
All through the sultry anonymity of night and some of the day, you're on Lonely Hearts on WCTR, Talk Radio, or as I like to call it, We Can't Fight. I love all. I'm your host, Christy McIntyre. Let's go to the phone.
Hi, Christy, my wife and I love your show. It really helped.
Aw, do you want to tell them about it? Okay, Jenny from Santa Maria. Jenny, how's your heart?
Broken, like my arm and two of my...
What happened?
I married a sweetheart, but it all went wrong. He's become a drunk, and he has a substance issue. And now he beats me every day.
Stay with him, honey. After all, you're lonely when you're alone.
But he's trying to kill me.
Jenny, do you know the meaning of the phrase homewrecker?
Oh?
What about selfish? I want to bring people together, not break them apart. It's a big state out there.
Careful on, Mary. I'm watching you right now.
Notice how many lonely are lunatics? You wonder why. Perhaps not. Ross Ventura's...
Hey, my name's Brian. I'm calling from Ross Ventura. I want to talk about my heart.
Why do men repeat back what you say and never listen? Are you brain dead, Brian?
Oh, actually, it's ironic to say that. It's because my wife's been brain dead for years.
Oh, so sorry. I seemed all incensed for a second there. Possibly weird. Would it help if I slept with you?
Oh, probably not. Though she wouldn't even notice me. I get away with it all the time now. Even after I did it with her sister. Our relationship is better than ever. I mean, the passion is amazing. It's like I'm a million each time. If she was back to the way she was before the accident, wow, I put her...